Hey there, today I'm going to teach you about learning psychology. I chose this topic because I'm having trouble with this lesson and I know you are too. This is a video of a screencast of my presentation. If you want to follow along with me, you sure can, or if you want to go on your own pace, you can do it on your own. So let's get started. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about three things: classical conditioning and operant conditioning, and also observational learning. A brief definition about learning in psychology is learning is a systematic, relatively permanent change in behavior that occurs through experiences. So the first topic is classical conditioning. Classical conditioning has a stimulus and a response. It helps explain involuntary behavior. An unconditioned stimulus is basically triggers a response automatically. So classical conditioning basically explains why we do the things we do in our unconscious mind. So an example of this is I made a Powtoon video. You guys can click on it on your own. It's a video on Ivan Pavlov's experiment. He conditioned dogs to salivate to the sound of a bell. So it's a pretty cool experiment if you guys want to check that out. And so another concept of classical conditioning is a stimulus, generalization, and discrimination. Generalization is a similar stimuli that triggers a similar response. And discrimination is a response to certain stimuli and not to others. An example of this is on the experiment that Dr. John Watson did. He conditioned little Albert to be afraid of white furry creatures, and he used the generalization method to do that. And so now I'm going to talk about aversive conditioning. Aversive conditioning is the use of something unpleasant to stop an unwanted behavior, so such as someone who has a smoking habit who wants to stop. You can basically put something on the cigarette to make them feel nauseous, and then that will make them stop smoking. And so here I'm going to show you a video I made on aversive conditioning. So today I'm going to use aversive conditioning on Christine to make her stop smoking cigarettes by putting something nauseating on her cigarettes. And that is aversive conditioning. If you want to go back to the Prezi, just click right here. So next I'm going to be talking about operant conditioning. Operant conditioning explains voluntary behaviors. So basically everything we do is either for a reward or a punishment. The concept of this is positive reinforcement. It's you get something that you want and you increase or maintain your behavior. An example of this is The Big Bang Theory. They made an episode using positive reinforcement. You can scan the QR code to unlock the GIF I made. Then we have negative reinforcement, which is a removal of something you don't like that will increase or maintain behavior. An example of this is negative reinforcement is useful to parents. When you have a baby crying all day long and it just giving you headaches, you just put the pacifier on them and then you just gained a negative reinforcement. You took something away that you didn't like and you made it positive. And here's an example of, my face on a baby and then the aftermath with the pacifier. Then we have observational learning, which is learning occurs when a person observes and imitates behavior. And an example I have for this is a video I made a couple weeks ago, and that you guys can see on your own. I made a CPR lesson. If you want to learn CPR, you can watch this video, and then maybe you can maybe save someone's life. I'm not sure, but it's observational and it helps you learn. And so if you want to know more about learning psychology, just click on the link below, or you can click right here and it will take you to the thing link that I made. It has a lot of cool videos on there and examples and more information about what I was talking about. And then here is another QR code that you can scan. If you have any questions, you can scan this and it will take you to today's meet where you can talk to me and ask me questions. And if you need to study, and I made some flashcards on Quizlet. Here's a link that you can click on, and if you want to learn more, if you want to study for learning psychology, this is a great way where you can test your knowledge. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.